Get ready to jump to light speed because I want to show you everything we saw and ate at the 2022 Star Wars Celebration, and it was just crazy, guys. Made it to the Star Wars Celebration. We're currently at the Anaheim Convention Center trying to figure out where to go and what to do, but I'm wearing my Yoda backpack. A galaxy far, far away turned out to be just a hop and a skip away from the Disney parks. One of my favorite parts of the experience was gathering outside in the morning and seeing everyone's costumes. I was so blown away at the amount of people who were cosplaying, and you could just sense the effort and passion that they spent in crafting these elaborate costumes that were mostly all handmade. Honestly, it's really dorky, but I felt kind of emotional seeing everyone's costumes. I've loved Star Wars since I was a kid, and this was such a cool day. So exciting! Honestly, as soon as I got there, I felt a little underdressed. I probably should have brought my Boba Fett helmet. Let me know in the comments if you could spot the George Lucas cosplay in this. We got there as soon as the doors opened, but there's still a little bit of a wait until we led into the main hall, which is full of attractions, movie props, and a lot of vendors. There was something for every type of Star Wars collector here, from the vintage Kenner toys to the new retro collections by Hasbro, and even the redesigned and cuter Funko and Loungefly cartoony Star Wars figures. Personally, I had a blast looking through the things from the 90s, and they were especially affordable at $2 to $5 a figure. During the Star Wars Celebration, you get to see a lot of the fan clubs for characters come out into action. Here's the Chewbacca fan club, and there's a Boba Fett fan club, and there's even a Wilro Hood fan club. It was so cool to see. It was incredibly touching to see the Chewbacca fan club pay homage to Peter Mayhew, and that's actually Peter Mayhew's wife, Angie Mayhew. Peter Mayhew played Chewbacca in the original Star Wars films. I don't know if it's just because the convention center was packed, but I felt like everywhere I turned, I saw a beautiful, sweet moment, and this was definitely one of the sweetest moments I saw during the whole celebration. The vintage toys are so cool, and then of course we have the new ones, which may be vintage to some kids, the Tamagotchi. And of course, what would a convention be without some stadium food? Oh yeah, we got the soft pretzel going on, the Dippin' Dots. It is a rare commodity to get Dippin' Dots here, so I was all for it. And this chicken was as big as a Womp Rat. Look at that. The mac and cheese was good, but the beans were the best part. And someone gave me these earrings. Isn't that so sweet? And of course, if you have time after all the shopping, there are panels to go to. So we went to the Toys That Made Us panel from the producers of the Netflix show themselves and someone who worked at the original Kenner factories. Kenner made these very popular Star Wars toys that are highly coveted now by collectors all over the world. So we went to a lot of the collecting track panels and got to hear experts talk about their collections, how to collect, and what they love about collecting. There was also a panel on the celebration stage, which is this giant stadium stage, where they had Disney Imagineers talk about their experience with Star Wars in the Disney parks, and I thought that was a really cool inside look at the evolution of Star Wars throughout the decades inside of the parks. The Star Wars Celebration also came with some exclusive looks at the cool Star Wars merchandise. These are from Bandai in Japan. And, I mean, can you believe this? This is so amazing, this design. They even gave us free pins. There's fudge that looks like it's out of this world, and these VW electric buses with these cool wraps. I hope they sell them like that. What surprised me a lot is just how affordable the toys from the vendors were. If you went to the mom and shop small businesses, they had prices as low as $1 for action figures, which is really good. They have new merchandise, like these cute handmade earrings, all the way to the rare and ultra sought after Jawa with the vinyl cape. That's maybe not as affordable. Everywhere we turn, there's more and more to uncover. It's kind of crazy. One of my favorite booths had these boxes and boxes of 90s Star Wars figures. So we got to dig through them, and we ended up spending about $40 on figures, but I will show you a haul later in the video because we got so much stuff and it's really cool. Please let me know in the comments who your favorite Star Wars character is. All of them were well represented in the merch here today. This has been a crazy day. We just bought more action figures. I'll show you guys when we get home. But wow, what a fun action-filled day. They turned off the lights. It is time to go. We saw some props on the way out, and of course, a lot of different cosplay designs. This was one of my favorites. We had so much fun. This was an amazing day, and I'm gonna show you everything we got, but we're ready to head back, maybe get some food. There were some food options there, but I'm sure there's something at home, or maybe you're on Anaheim, that might be good too. They had fudge there, that was interesting. It was so fun to see everyone walking around in their cosplay. You don't see that very often, and it's cool to see the full gear. In true Star Wars fashion, we're headed to a Korean restaurant where robots or droids serve you your food. We headed to Kaju Tofu, which has soft tofu soups, and this restaurant has one step in the past traditions and then one step in the future, and let me show you what I mean by that. This was our waiter. Yes, in true Star Wars fashion, to end out the night, we had a droid serving us, moving autonomously around the restaurant and bringing us our banchan. Amazing, so funny to add to the Star Wars experience. The service here was out of this world, or from another galaxy. I mean, look at this, it's approaching us. These delicious spicy cucumbers, soybeans, and kimchi. Oh, it told us. It said please take your food. We're in the future. We're so far away. Wow, I'm like really impressed. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Goodbye. There she goes. This meal had such great value. At $15, they include your own stone pot full of rice. In LA, this would be like $50. And look at this beautiful soup. And since I spent the last 8 hours thinking about Star Wars, this reminded me of the lava lakes of Mustafar. I ordered the dumpling soup with beef dumplings, and if you're vegetarian, they had vegetarian dumplings with the tofu, and another vegetarian option they had was a mushroom-based soup. This all sounds amazing. It's so good, so spicy. The servers even came and refilled their banchan. It was not the robot, I wish, but maybe technology next year will get it. Overall, the Star Wars celebration was a blast, pun intended. I met some new friendly faces, got to interact with the Star Wars community, which is a very fun and passionate community full of all different kinds of people from all over the world. I got to learn more about the history of Star Wars, of collecting, of Star Wars in the Disney parks, and of course, just to experience and see all the cosplay and the passion that everyone has behind these movies was very inspiring. There's a big focus on art and creativity there, which really carried throughout the entire event. Also, Grogu. If you love food like me, please subscribe because I have new videos for you every week about great places to eat. I'm also a children's book author and illustrator. I drew this Yoda. I love drawing Star Wars characters and my own characters. Here are some pages of my book Japanese ABCs, which focuses on traditional Japanese foods as a fun way to teach the Japanese language. All of my books, which usually feature food, so if you're a foodie like me, be sure to check them out, are linked down below in my bio. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Oh yeah, we can't forget the cool figures I got. Aren't these awesome? Most of them are from the 90s, and I love them already. I think they look really cool on my bookshelf.